Yeah, making sure that y'all can hear me. Making sure y'all can hear me a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Welcome to the Play Myself show. I'm Myles.
And I am Mo. Can you play the Mo thing? Can you play it? Can you play it?
Little Mo with the
Can
gimpy leg.
Yes!
Let's go, Big Mo.
Cliff? He said no.
Let's go, Big
No.
Mo.
What's going
No.
on, guys? Today is Wednesday, the 11th. We are in the 2023.
Mm.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I'm rocking the black sweater. It's making me look younger. It's making me look thinner. It's making me look balder.
Mo said thinner. You think, Mo,
Yeah,
you think
I
you got
feel
a
like
weight? You think you got a weight problem?
yeah, man. Since I started getting older, yeah, and that's a problem that I've been dealing with. Is as I'm getting older, I can't eat cheeseburgers and stuff no more. And with the new year coming, everyone's doing their New Year's resolutions. They want to go and lose weight and all that stuff. That's always a big one,
Right.
but I don't know. That's the last thing that I want to do is when the new year starts, I want to start hitting the gym cuz I don't want
Why?
to be for that reason.
I
I don't want to
mean,
be
it's just a
used
springboard, right? Just to get you out. No?
I want to start doing it on my own terms. So I started doing little things. I want to do like I want to go and get remember those like old aerobics videos
Videos?
back in like the 80s? I
Yeah.
want to do that.
Do
I'm
that.
so
Yeah.
serious. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it in my privacy. It's not like I'm gonna be
But that's
like
like
doing
you talking about that's like Billy Blanks and all those
aerobics. Yeah, like that
yo,
type
but
of
bro,
stuff.
you know you could do that on your TV right now. They got them.
Yeah, no, I'm
Phones.
not. I'm saying like I wanna. So I want to set it up so that like in the morning I have a routine. I wake up.
Oh
I
yeah, but
start
I'm
doing
saying
my.
they have that on your TV.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I want to start
Oh,
doing it.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
want
what
to
I
do.
try to do every morning too. I
I'm
try.
gonna start doing the old '80s ones though. Remember the old '80s ones with like Richard Simmons,
Yeah,
like that era.
yeah.
That's what I want to start doing.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
Now that is real. That is real. You could do that. I like the when I be on the Peloton like now because they can swear and stuff. They be freaking motivating the hell out of me. Where
Yeah, I just need to do something where it's not the same thing every day. And I mean other people can do wait, what did she say? Mo, would you like to me to get sweating with all these Richard Simmons? Oh god.
that's a lot. Yeah,
I mean
no.
I mean maybe, you know, we I definitely want to start doing some like older it's like it's almost like retro, you know what I mean? I want to start doing some older like aerobic stuff, I do eventually want to get another TV. So Miles, if you're selling one, save one for me.
I'm
Um
not selling one, bro. But you know what though? I was thinking about buying another TV, but I got too many of those motherfuckers. But like they had like the 85-inch joints for like 1,500, and I got like I'm about to max out of Best Buy points. But
mhm.
I don't know. And I'm looking at like the hertz and like what I would like actually need it for and want to see like crazy.
Mhm.
So I gotta find
Yeah.
like something with crazy hertz, and like that's how they would pop me because then they start getting to like the $2,000-3,000 joints.
Yeah, I'm thinking about either I'm going to buy a new TV or I'm because I never watch the TV in my bedroom. So
Yeah.
I might even put the 55-inch TV in my office and then start like doing the aerobics there. If I can do it like every morning, then I just have a routine,
Yeah, and you
so
can start off with like a 10-minute joint, 5 minute, do like five
mhm.
minute one, and then stay
Yeah.
consistent on that. Yeah, that's how I used to kill it, but now it's just about getting my whole ass up.
But
But I still, I go on the Peloton in my underwears, bro. and knock it out.
But you just once you start getting older, you're not as motivated, and I feel like I need to motivate myself to start like really getting into doing those types of things, you
Yeah,
know.
you know the
And it's
number one
never
motivator was when you young.
who when you were young, who was it?
No, I'm saying you know what the number one motivator is when you're young.
It's not females.
No, I'm asking you. Do you know what it is? And what do you think it is, Mo?
What number one motivator when I was younger, it was
For a young
improvement.
man.
Improvement. So like my workout, like so I would watch like NBA
Let's go,
players,
Big
right?
Mo.
I
Yeah,
would
go
watch
ahead.
NBA players, right?
Yeah.
And I would watch videos on like Tim Hardaway or Jason Williams and BJ Armstrong and like
Mm.
all these guys that used to ball, and then I'm like, yo, I'm getting my basketball stuff on. I'm ready to go. It was never like me going and working out and pumping iron or anything like that. It was always, yo, I'm about to go on the court and I'm about to start cooking people. And that's what it was. And so I would watch a video or something before YouTube was around.
Mm-hmm.
We had like
The
the videos that
championship
you
tapes.
could download, like the Napsters and
Oh,
the
where?
LimeWire and all that.
Oh,
And
the
then you would
illegal shit.
download, huh?
The
Yeah,
illegal
yeah. When I was
downloads.
younger, and so I
Okay.
would watch that. I would go on like NBA.com and watch videos that they had of highlights and inside the NBA, things like that, Sports Center, and then that's how I would watch my videos, and I'd be on point, ready to go. And you couldn't rewind. It's not like you could rewind it unless you taped it. So that was my number one motivator, was watching videos and getting like watching actual NBA players, watching the moves that they did, breaking down the moves they did, and then watching why they did the certain things that they did, so that I could start analyzing the game a little differently. That was my
Watching men is your number one motivator.
yeah.
What is your
When
number
I
one
was
motivator?
watching men playing basketball, grown men playing professional basketball, yeah, that was my number one motivator. Yeah.
Your number one motivator was watching
for
those
for
dudes
the
play
for
basketball.
the sport that I was playing. Yeah, yeah.
If that's the case, that's why you didn't make it to the NBA.
Okay.
Son, there's no way that could like you watching those dudes could be a number one motivator.
Yeah, it was.
It was just you might have been in awe, but they wasn't motivating you. How was they motivating you?
So they were motivating me because I knew that I had a love for the game of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I watched these guys play at the highest level,
Mm-hmm.
then that's what motivated me, like, yo, I want to play at that level and I want to do that, and I want to break down tape, and so I would watch
Oh.
these guys, and I would watch people like Michael Jordan breaking down tape, and watching Phil Jackson coaching, and
Mm-hmm.
those types of things motivated me to be the player that I was at that time.
Mm.
That may not have
All right,
motivated
Mo.
you.
What made no? I'm bro. Because I asked you, what do you think motivates most young men? And you broke it down to some tape you was watching, man. And
Oh, no, no,
I still think
you
it's
said
cap,
what
son.
motivates me. We can
No,
go
I
back to the
didn't.
tape.
No, we can go back, bro. I said, what do you think motivates most young men, son?
So I don't
That's
know
all I said.
I know what motivates me.
What motivates you, Mo?
I already told you.
Watching other dudes play basketball motivates you? That could be
When
the
I was
case.
when I was younger, yeah.
But all it did was motivate you to do one thing. I'm talking about like you for motivation. I believe it should have some overarching purpose.
Are you talking about motivation, like life in itself? I mean, I don't understand the question then.
Yeah. What motivates you to do well? Do you believe in
To do well at
altruism?
what? To do well
Whatever
at
you
what?
do whatever your personal best or whatever you do. Do you
Well,
even
I mean,
have that motivation?
you're not making any sense, Myles. You're like, you have to break it down into categories.
Okay. So you don't have a motivation to just do generally good?
To be a good person,
Yeah.
I mean,
Hold on.
my parents.
Do you believe in
Well,
altruism?
damn, can I answer the question?
No, my fault. Go ahead.
So I mean, I guess to be a good person and good role model, and you would have to have other good role models, including basketball players when I was coming up. So I would say like my parents were good motivators. People that I surrounded myself with, like teachers. Certain people motivated me to be a better person. But if we're talking if we're talking general, who did I idolize myself around? It was definitely the people around me. They motivated me to be a better person. It's like you're married. Does your wife motivate you to be a better person? Probably, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, but who motivates you to do podcasting? Is it your wife?
It's you, man.
Stop.
Yeah,
No,
it's you.
don't make a joke. Don't make a joke out of this because you
No,
know
it's
what you're
part.
doing.
No, I'm not making a joke, son. I'm saying like it's everybody. It's everyone.
But you see how like there's different categories is what I'm saying. So
No, I see what you're saying. So like when I say what motivating, I say what motivates you, and then you just had to say like watching guys play. That's what motivates you. I'm saying like what motivates you. It could be a circumstance. But I see what you're saying. Like I'm dancing around it. Like it could be mad different things that I'm saying. That's what
yeah,
you're saying.
yeah,
All right.
it could be. But
What's
yeah,
that?
watching grown men play basketball was my motivation to
Motivated
play
you.
basketball. Yep, absolutely. I stand by that. Yep.
Uh, See, my motivation to play basketball was just camaraderie, trying to be like just nice around motherfuckers around where I was living. Just be alright.
That's why
See,
you were never a good basketball player.
I mean, I did the same thing with my basketball career as you.
No,
So
but I mean, at far like at far, and
I
I'm not saying it
mean,
to be mean. I'm just saying like
I'm not saying it's me either.
like look at it like this, right? If my motivation
Mm-hmm.
was to the camaraderie and
Uh
podcasting, and
uh
and you are like really into it and you break down like the different podcasts, you watch them, you analyze things, you obviously will be more successful at what you do because you put more time and effort into the actual craft. And it's the same thing with basketball.
oh, I see what you're saying. Nah,
Yeah.
but I feel like basketball. Nah, I feel like I understand what you're saying. I feel like it's a little bit different, but it's exactly the same from how you saying it.
No.
You know what I mean? What what's the last thing you ran to, bro? As a man,
Ran to?
yeah, like
Like
that.
physically run?
Yeah, like that didn't like it wasn't exercise. Like you weren't running to run.
So like running after something
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like as a man, like what should you feel comfortable running to?
to catch something, like my dog.
Yeah, yeah. So what's the last? But you should have your dog under control, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, but if I'm bringing groceries in and the dog gets out, I have to run after it.
So this is a hypothetical. You just gave me a hypothetical, or did your dog is your
No,
answer?
I'm saying that actually happened. I was bringing groceries in.
Oh,
The dog ran out of the house the other day,
oh, so
like
that's not
less than
the
a week
one
ago.
then. Cause
Yeah, like
I was thinking like what's the last thing I ran to? But that dog
ice
shit
cream
doesn't make
truck,
sense.
maybe.
Come
Do
on,
you run
son.
for the
Come on,
no
son.
for your kid? Like
Never.
you never.
I'll make him stop, son. Not running to no ice cream trucks, son. With no money in my hand. Yo, it's one of those things that you don't think about, but like, so imagine, son, like, I'm almost 40, son, running to some ice cream trucks, son. I make him stop, son. Yo, the garbage man tried to play me one time, son. Straight up made them stop too. Yeah, I'm not running.
Yeah, ice cream is more expensive now too. Like when you get an ice cream
Everything
from
more
an ice cream
expensive.
truck, mad
Yeah,
expensive.
yeah. The dude, ice cream truck, he be coming through the block because he know my son is there, but that's cap, son. I got all ice cream in the freezer.
But that's one of the things I used to hate was my parents would say,
See,
Um,
Brooks, I'm talking about a dude can't, Brooks. For a girl, like, yeah, you running somewhere, I guess that's all right. But like, if you
why
chase an
can't a
ice
man
cream
run?
truck, yo, Mo, how far
Why?
would you chase an ice cream truck?
No, but I'm just asking, why can't a man run for an ice cream truck? Are you too proud to run for an ice cream truck?
Me? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm saying, would you run for ice cream trucks?
Wait, so you're telling me you would never run for an ice cream truck?
Son,
Why is
it
it
would have to,
pride? I don't understand what.
bro. Ask yourself the same questions.
I'm
It's
just
like I'm gonna try
asking
to get
you.
no, bro.
I'm.
I'm gonna try to get no. I'm gonna try to get that man's attention, son. And I feel I can get his attention, son. I'm not running. I, yeah, I'm saying because
Yo,
like let's check this out.
but
So
you want
I'm
his,
not.
but you wanted ice cream.
Yes, bro. I'm not running. I'm not running towards anything that I know could get away too. Like imagine if he sees me, he just starts going faster, and like we make eye contact. Yeah, like that's like a definitely like a fight after, bro. Like when next time I see him. Nah,
No, yeah, yeah.
exactly.
No, listen. All jokes aside, I would never run for an ice cream truck. I know what you're saying. I
I feel
I
like a
I
man
could.
should a man
It's
unless it's
a
like
pride thing for
sports.
me too.
Yeah, unless it's like sports or something that you're doing intentionally. Yo, that running shit, like running for something is some crazy shit that I never even thought about. Like
That's like
chasing.
Cedric saying. That's like Cedric, the entertainer, on a. I was watching a stand up, the stand up with Kings of Comedy when he the guy said people call him delicious, and he said I'm not calling a grown man delicious, and he said,
Nah,
can you imagine me running after him? Yo, delicious.
yo, I saw this funny. I saw this funny shit on TikTok. So before this shit, son said he called this little girl. She was like it was like a kindergarten class, and he was like hey hey S sit down. She was like it's ass. She was like yo
Oh,
Mr. D it's ass. He was
oh,
like what? She said, "Yo, Mr. D, it's ass. My name is Amy such and such such and such. It's ass. My friends call me ass. So call me ass again. You have a problem. You hear me, little D? She call him little D. That shit was funny, bro.
oh, wow,
Yeah, that
wow,
shit was funny. But
yeah,
well, what you got, man?
yeah, yeah. I would so my friend. I know that we were talking about this earlier. So we were talking about white privilege,
Yeah,
and so my friend said something about white women basically being scrutinized by both sides, by black men, or not black men, white men and black females. And so I was saying, well, you can make that argument, like the whole white privilege thing, or you could make that argument for anything. And that's what I told her. Don't get me wrong, that is a real thing, right?
it's a
That
real
is
thing
a,
for
that is
everybody.
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a real thing for everybody. I said this before. I said white women are the most privileged and deservingly so. I said that shit before. Hot take or
Yeah,
not.
I mean, but she
And
was
when I say
saying
hold
that.
on, now I got hold on, now I got to back it up because when I say deservingly so, somebody else watched this, and this is mostly because men, most men, will stop for them, and and like they'll show that right back as far as like love and friendship right back, and a lot of times, most times be white men, but it'll be a black man too. But if it's like if you see like a black woman getting beat up in the street, a lot of times dudes just keep going. White, black, purple, whoever, these motherfuckers keep going, she getting her ass whipped. In Walmart, wherever. Let some white girl get her ass whipped in Walmart. Everybody stopping. That's just happening
But
in
I
like
mean, but
seconds,
I
not
mean,
even.
it really made me stop and think, like, how hard is it for, let's say,
It's like,
a white female, with a black man, right? And she's got a biracial kid. Like, does she really have to look at it from both angles? And not only does she have to kind of take it from white guys and black females, but then she has to teach her kids like the reason why people are acting a certain way? Or am I bugging?
Nah, you bugging because like you supposed to check like if you that dude because like my wife is white, you supposed to check your family because your family gonna do some wild shit or say some other shit. You gotta check your family if that happens, but it ain't. It should never be like no both sides. Ain't nobody doing shit on the low. None of that
No,
shit.
let me rephrase that.
Go
I'm
ahead, 'cause you
saying
getting
out
me
in the
angry.
world, not just your family. So if you yeah, you're supposed to check that at the door and make sure that the person that you're with, your family's supposed to be okay with them, right?
They supposed to just
But
respect them.
but what,
Fuck being
but what
okay
I'm
with them.
saying,
I'm okay with them.
your wife is at a grocery store,
Yeah,
right? And she's getting it from like the looks from a white male, the looks from a
checking
black
son,
female,
checking him, checking her. Me,
right?
if
Okay,
I see it, yeah.
yeah. If
Son,
you see
like
it,
if like it's been times where like a black chick has tried to like do some funny shit to my wife. Like the fuck you look like? What's good? That's my wife. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that. Come on.
but if she was by herself,
She's
you
by
know what I'm
herself.
saying?
Son, let me tell
She's
you a story from
she's
my
Little
wife.
supposed
Mo
to check.
with the gimpy leg.
I had
Is
to
that
do
what
that.
they're supposed to do? They're supposed to check them if they're by themselves with the
Yo,
kids. Because you're not.
yeah,
Let's say that you're not there. Take yourself out of the picture.
yeah, bro.
Okay.
Because I look at it like this, right? It's like you saying like if a white dude comes to me and my wife is not there, it's like yo, it's like if it's a bully, if it's somebody that's, but just because they got different color, that don't mean it. That shouldn't mean anything. It's like yo, somebody gonna try to stun on you no matter what, and then your kids see it. That's on you because like your first job, my wife's first job is to protect our kids. That's it. You know what I mean?
But I think some people are non-confrontational, right? And so somebody gives them a look, they're just like, okay, because in the real world, you're not going to check every single person that gives you a dirty look. It's just not going to happen,
You got to
you
yeah,
know.
you got to check your advantage. Yeah, you got to lay on that
But
a
it's
little
not.
bit.
But it's. I mean, I get what you're saying, but let's be realistic. We don't check everyone that gives us a dirty look.
Let me
That's
tell you what
not what
happened.
happens.
So my mother-in-law, like she be coming through, like she's here now, right? Some
Mm-hmm.
homeless dude, her and my wife in the car. Some homeless dude is a white dude. He asked me for $1. He sees me get out the car. I'm like, yo, I got you when I come out back out the store. Don't go to my car. 'Cause I already know what he gonna do, right? I'm like, don't go to my car. Come back out the store. He got my mother-in-law under pressure in the car. Like he just not. He's not like he don't have a gun or anything. He just got her under pressure because she's not used to it. Like him being aggressive is just like with he just has a lot of the space of their personal space. So then I wowed him up. And then she was like, yo, Myles, he's wanted $1. I'm like, yo, I told this motherfucker, don't come
But
to the car.
but Myles,
What?
everyone everyone doesn't do that. Is what I'm saying.
No,
And
go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I'm not saying everybody does that. I'm just saying that like everybody has their way of doing that.
Right.
I would say.
Okay.
So like that's what so in so many words, I'm never looking at color when it comes to that because it's like, yo, if any like to me, like if you racist right now, yeah, you just like stupid. You know what I mean? Like if you like, especially like but if you like a closet racist, that mean like you stupid and you coward. So I'm just looking at any opportunity to expose anybody on that shit, or for somebody to just approach me on it. Cause I would try to educate them first. I'm not looking at them like I'm not trying to like fight hate with hate type shit.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think everybody doesn't check everyone. It
Oh,
just doesn't. It just doesn't happen.
okay.
That would be ridiculous to say that, because if I were to
No, it's
say
not.
Yes, yes, it is. It is
Bro,
ridiculous.
checking
Because
somebody don't always gotta be.
no, you're not listening.
Oh,
You're not
go
listening to
ahead.
me.
All right, go ahead, go ahead. You
What
can
I'm
talk.
saying is that for me to sit and say, "Oh, anytime that this happens, everyone in the world is gonna check somebody on this." It's not gonna happen. That's what I'm saying. They're not. They don't. Everybody doesn't react that way. Not the way that you and I would react. Right.
Okay.
I think that that's fair. In a perfect world, would we want that to happen? Yes. But some people are non-aggressive. Some people are just they're gonna ignore it. You
Mm-hmm.
know. But those things do. My point is, those things do happen. People will try to bully. They will try to. Oh well, she's with this person, or she's got biracial kids, or some people are just from the old school and they don't believe in that, and that's their belief. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what I was saying, is like these things actually do happen if people aren't aware. You
Oh,
know.
son, that shit. Yo, let me tell you, that racism shit is the funniest shit, and like it does happen. Yo, bro, I'll tell you, I was in this. I was like with this girl, like that was like my girlfriend, and like her
Hmm.
dad didn't know we was together. He came to the
Right.
house and like he tried to get like mad brave, but like he was like talking to her outside the room and shit. And I'm like, yo, I'm about to have to go beat the shit out your daddy. I told her because he was talking crazy. And I was like, I never met him, but I was like, I seen mad pictures of him. I'm like, yo, this dude's like a little ass dude. Like in my
Yeah.
mind, I'm thinking like, yo, this dude's like 5'1". And he's like throwing garbage cans, doing wild shit outside. I'm like, yo, I'm about to go put him, call me a father down real quick. And then like, yo, and when he saw I was black, yo, he started wilding even crazier, but he started wilding from a distance.
Wow.
Yeah, I was about to put
I,
the whew, I
I
was about to
dated
put the
this girl.
beats on him.
I dated this girl in high school, and I remember one day she said, "You gotta go. You gotta go. My uncle's here." And I was like, "All right," And I was just I was sitting on the couch, and
Yeah,
her uncle didn't believe in that, like, "Oh, you date outside of your race," shit.
yeah,
So
shit,
I get up and I leave. I'm like, "All right, I'll talk to you later. I'll see you later." And I remember
yeah,
she was like pushing me out of the house, like, "You gotta go. You gotta go."
yeah. But how far
And
was
so,
a bitch ass do for that though?
well, her uncle. So
Yeah, but whose house is it though?
it was her mom's. It was her mom. Like, we were in high school.
But
So
and she had a father at the house though.
no, no, her
Oh,
dad wasn't around. He wasn't.
okay,
Yeah, her dad wasn't around at all.
okay.
And so I remember I got down the street. This guy must have pulled around and caught me at the street at the street, because me and her brother were walking, right. And so
Oh,
so
he put a
he
brother on you.
he stopped me,
Mm-hmm.
and he said, "Don't you go in that effing house. Don't let me ever catch you in that effing house, blah, blah, blah." And so I kept trying to walk away from him. And he did the gladiator thing where, remember when Maximus turned his back on him? He goes, "Don't you turn your back on me." And he's like, "How dare you
Oh,
turn your back on me?" Now,
he grabbed you.
I was about 16 years old, right? And so, like, he was a bigger guy, you know what I mean? So I said, "All right, I'm not gonna try to fight this guy, because there's no witnesses. There's nobody around, so he could say that I ran up on him and I tried to do a whole bunch of stuff."
Try
And
to
I was like,
rob
"No,
him. Yeah.
yeah." So I I turned around, and then he was saying something to me, and I said, "I'm 16 years old," and I'm like, "But when I get older, I'm gonna come and see you." And I never forgot
Mm,
that. I never forgot that day. So
damn.
fast forward, I'm 20, 25, 26 years old.
Huh?
I'm visiting. I'm visiting my parent. My parents had, they bought a house, and I'm going to Stewart's for eggnog. And lo and
Huh.
behold, this dude shows up. So he shows up. He's going to get milk or whatever, and then I walked over to the milk aisle with him. And I said, "Do you remember me?" Straight like that. "Do you remember me?"
He said, "Now
And
buy this milk and
and
this
so
eggnog."
he and I mean, he remembered me.
Hold on. He said, You said, "Do you remember me?" He said,
Little mole with the gimpy leg.
Yo, I hate you. But he said no, he didn't remember
Let's go,
me.
Big Mo.
"Yeah, go ahead."
And so I said, "All right, well, I'll wait for you outside and then you'll remember me then." Yo,
Oh,
I sat outside and I waited for about 10 minutes. Don't you know he called the cops?
of course.
He called the cops to escort him out of Stewart's parking lot.
You know what's so crazy about that crazy story you told me, son? When I was 16, it made me feel like how much I've grown. If that motherfucker would have came up to me with just like stopped me on the street, oh man, it would have been some shit that day. Even if it would have just been me and the homies, I would have definitely went home and told my pops or told one of my uncles, like, "Yo, son, this dude talking about if I go fuck with his niece again, he gonna kill me. What y'all gonna do?" Word. At that time, I was big into violence, like wanted to see shit like that.
I mean, we were at a stalemate, because he couldn't do anything to me, really, and I couldn't do anything to him. Because the reason why he couldn't do anything to me was because her brother was there. So
He just told him to go home. That's his niece, his nephew.
no, but he couldn't do anything. He couldn't do anything because if his brother, if anything happened to me, the last person that I was with was the uncle. So he couldn't do anything.
Mm.
And I couldn't do anything because even if I put my hands on him, my biggest thing was, oh, I'm going to have a record because I didn't know the law at that point. I'm like, I'm going to have a record for putting my hands on somebody. I didn't realize that I could be a minor and do that, but that's the way that I thought. Like, I don't want this to be on my record. I'm trying to go to the NBA, all this other stuff, because when I was younger, I was Mr. NBA. I wanted to play basketball professionally. I wanted to go overseas. I wanted to do all that stuff. And I couldn't do it if I'm dealing with this petty stuff with this guy in the street and this guy that just bought a 12 pack of Milwaukee's Best and is in the front seat of his car. Like I can't.
Why you put on? How old was he?
He was like in his 30s, 40s, probably.
Oh, you definitely should have told Mr. Wells.
No, because that wouldn't have done any good. Because at the end of the day, the way that I look at it is, if I did tell him, right, and he did go and say something to this guy, and let's say they started scrapping or whatever, what would happen if my dad goes to jail?
Yo, bro, it don't gotta be like that though. Why he couldn't have just went and talked to Shorty mother?
But that was the way that I was thinking in my mind.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't. Okay. I'm not. I haven't gone through anything yet. So I'm still thinking if I hit this guy, I'm going to jail. Yeah. Whereas it's the other way around. That's why I said. Why I said we were at a stalemate because I thought I was going to go to jail.
Like, Mr. Johnson, take your ass home for I'll fuck you up.
Yep. Mr. Macy. Yeah, my girlfriend at the time, her name was Amy Macy, and she sent me.
You said her whole name, bro. You wildin'.
Oh yeah, no, I don't care. It's all right. She don't watch this podcast, but
yeah, but in the future, did you fuck?
Come on, we were young, we were kids, man. Come on, man. But
Mo, is that?
Come on.
I'm fucking with you. Yo, it's man funny because you always get that person that does that shit. Go ahead though.
But yeah, she that was a different type of moment. I'd never really had to deal with it like up close and personal like that. But I definitely got him back. I got him back. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Definitely got him.
What you did?
No, that was what I did. Like I waited for him because I said, all right, well, you'll remember me. You'll remember me.
If that's what
And
happened
so
to you, I would have went outside. He would have beat the shit out you. You said, "What the fuck do you want? Dance." See, to me, that was the super petty part right there. Nigga, like 10 years later, you going back, like, yeah, you remember me? I drunk all my milk now, and I'm gonna come beat you up. That's super petty.
well,
If he would have went
but-
outside, that's petty. You should have went to jail.
I mean, I don't think it's petty because you got to remember that he came to me when I was a young buck. So it's not petty on my part. It's just I'm evening the score. Now we're both grown. Now I'm grown. Now try to do what you did before. And that was the whole point. Was hey, I'm not little anymore. So if you want to come outside and try to do something, then come out and do it. Now it didn't mean that I was gonna put put my hands on him when he walked outside. I think that's what he was scared of. But
Definitely.
it was just a point that you
After
have
this,
to walk outside and you gotta walk to your car.
After this, I want to do a social experiment. Because Miss Mimi said that she had a mom come to her for her boyfriend. She actually pulled to the side and see what her intentions was because Miss Mimi's white, of course, and then dude was black. And she was like, yo, like that she had a real hard lesson on about life and race. Because she was his first white girlfriend. Miss Mimi, before that, you never thought anything. What did you think? Like, what was on your mind about that? Like, you didn't think that it was like static? Because I always wondered that shit. Because remember, I told you my wife, she grew up. She never thought about HIV. She never thought she could get it. She never thought it really existed. None of that shit. So I'm like, yo, how? Oh, she said she can't hear me. Oh, my shit is low. So Miss Mimi, so what happened is I read your joint, and I was just like, what did you think about like race relations before that, prior to that situation that happened with dude's moms pulling you to the side? You know, that's my question for you. But yeah, Mo, yo, and I posted something in the Facebook group. I'm trying, guys. But what did you think about that, Mo? I asked, how come when you like being a dude, like thinking about touching the dude is the only, like being a straight dude thinking about touching the dude is the only time where like the only thing that could be more inappropriate than actually touching the dude.
Yeah, because you were talking about when you when you're playing a sport and you slap another man behind,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
And until somebody actually says it, until you actually really think about it, it's
Right.
never thought.
Uh-huh.
Which that's true. Like it isn't a thought, But I think
Right.
even when somebody does say something about
But
it,
if you think, what if you think about it, Mo, and you don't do it, and you're still thinking about why didn't you do it?
why didn't I slap another man's ass?
Yeah. So it's like, yo, like if somebody goes up for a rebound, you slap his ass. But if you like, yo, damn, if I slap his ass, he might think I like him, or he might think some other shit, so I'm not going to do it. Like you got some insecurity issues.
So there was a skit on this about this, the slap ass skit, right?
Or
Yeah, there was a skit about this on Key and Peele. So,
okay.
So there was a guy who excessively slapped people's asses. And they started complaining about it because they're like, yo, my son comes to these games and he goes, yo, dad, why are you letting this man touch your butt like this? Right? And it's not until you actually think about it that you're like, yo, like I don't want Ralphie slapping my ass like that. Because he would do it to everybody. And so he said, who keeps count of how many times I slapped somebody's ass? And somebody was keeping count. And they said like 456.
Nah, word. But you ever think about that shit though?
What's that?
Just because you're thinking about it, or like somebody's counting, yo, like that, if that makes it, because it's like, yo,
it's excessive.
It's all about sexist, being gay, whatever. Listen about this, right? If you have a dream about being gay, son, you're actually more gay than if you grab a dude's ass. Yo, so like if you like, yo, if I'm like, yo, Mo, so I had a dream that you was taking me, son. That shit makes me kind of gay, son. It's like my gender
That makes me
dreams.
feel kind of uncomfortable.
Yo, right? But then like, yo, if I like just joking around and slap your ass, I'm more gay for dreaming that shit than slapping your ass.
Yo, 50 Cent was doing an interview about Puff, right? And I don't know
Uh-huh.
if you've seen it or not,
Yeah, I
but he
seen it.
goes,
I seen it.
you see that? And he goes, Puff says some like wild shit. And he said, one day he said, yo, I'm gonna take you out. He goes, I wanna take you out
I'm dress you.
shopping.
I want to dress
Yeah,
you. Yeah.
I wanna dress you, I wanna take you out
Yeah,
shopping.
yeah.
So 50 was like, he said, yo, man, he goes, I wanted to put my hands on him. He's like, that type of stuff makes me feel uncomfortable. He's like, I take
Yeah.
girls out to shop for them. You try to take,
Yeah.
I'm a grown man. You trying to
Yeah,
take
you
me
trying
out
to take me
shopping?
shopping. Yeah. Nah, that's funny, son.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did Mimi say? What did she say on?
She
I
said
missed it.
that, she said she only had one boyfriend like that before him that was biracial. So she didn't think anything of it when it happened to her. People still labeled it as jungle fever. So when she did it, she didn't realize it was that serious. Yo, like I ain't gonna front. When we was younger, that shit was harder. I would say to be more in a biracial relationship. I feel like it's easier now. But
Of
I've been in
course.
them shits all my life. But yeah, just been.
Yeah, I feel like, I know I keep getting out of shot, but I feel like more when I was younger, black women they were not okay with it, bro. They just were not. But then again, I wasn't the one that they wanted to date anyways. I
Exactly.
wasn't I wasn't black enough for them,
That was like
right?
a hater. That's what you call a hater. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't black enough for them, but then they would say, "Why don't you date yourself a a, a black?" They would say, "Why don't you date yourself a black queen or something like that?"
Oh,
And I'm like, I have to be I have to dress a certain way. I have to fit it, and I'm not about that. I want to be who I am. You know, and
yeah.
at a young age, I'm like, I want to be who I am without being judged. So if you don't like me, then you don't like me.
Facts. Yo, so like I said, all that shit is ignorance, bro. If you even if you let that shit fuck with you, all you gonna do is hold you like back because it's all like just like stupidity. Be with who you want to be with.
And I feel like it's 2023, man. Like people need to understand that, people are gonna do what they want to do.
But I seen some people get hurt over that shit though.
I
Like
mean,
that
but
night when I was
remember
about to
when?
whip Shorty ass, her fault. Well, Shorty's father ass, she was crying like a motherfucker.
Hmm.
Yeah, she was hysterical.
Yeah,
She had
yeah.
one
I
of
don't
the
know.
country middle names, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, her middle name was like it was Joe. That's life and times. Yeah, I had one of
Oh.
those Myles clips too. Yeah, I had a dope ass one like just fucking Myles. Yeah,
Oh God.
but yo, what do you think about that show I did? Hold on. Oh, so what do you think about that that show I did I had to where it's like yo nigga like we watch a movie and I just be like at the beginning of the show we just both put up who's who in the movie and we just back that up.
Yeah, that would be funny. So we could compare each other to different characters. Yeah,
Yeah, let's
that
do it.
would
Let's
be
do it right now. Like, let's do it right now with like a movie that we both like know pretty well. So like, hmm,
Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights.
Yeah,
You said Harlem Nights. So
yeah.
yeah, who is Harlem Nights? You would be you would be Red Fox.
That's funny that you say that because I would think you'd be Red Fox.
It's not funny.
How isn't it funny?
How is
I
that
think
funny? Son?
I'm not Red Fox.
Yo, I can prove.
I'd be Richard Pryor.
I'll be quick. I'll be quick then. Yeah, that's not funny. You wouldn't be no Richard
No,
Pryor.
but
You be Red Fox.
I do want to do a marathon where we watch a bunch of older movies.
Bro, you're not good at it though, bro. I can't even get you to watch fucking the one basketball joint.
Yeah, things are busy at work right now, but it'll come up. You know, I'll come around. I'll come around.
Whatever. Whatever, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Yeah, I
Yo, man.
definitely go ahead.
No, I'm looking at like Brooke. She's saying her friend's grandfather refused to attend a wedding. She married a white guy 2 years ago. God damn. I'd be like, yo, fuck you, grandpa. Don't fuck with me no more. That's what it is. It's over. I'm like, I'll die for this pussy.
I don't condone I don't condone bad behavior because you're old. You know how sometimes they say, "Oh, you're older, they're older, you know how they are, you know how they grew up."
Yeah,
I don't care.
neither
Like
do
I
I.
don't and I'm sick of people making excuses for these older people like, "Oh, well they grew up in this era, so,
Yeah.
you know you should know what to expect."
I'm like, they
But
still sucking dick in that era? She can suck my dick. Word. Fuck out of there. Word.
he said, "Granted, he said, granted, I was sucking dick for crack. What was it for? And
For coke.
then it got me mad was, he said, your daddy was there too. You know, what?
Yo, bro. I'm gonna tell you this, though. I'm gonna tell you this funny ass movie to watch, though, bro. Or you're not gonna watch it anyway. I'm gonna start doing my own movie review show too, bro. This show is called Bad Trip. You ever seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it before.
With Little Rel?
Bad trip? No,
Yeah.
I saw guilt trip. I saw a guilt trip. That's what I saw.
Oh, this shit right here, bro. Bad Trip. This shit right here is funny, bro. This right here.
Oh, I
Bro,
seen that before. I
this
seen it.
shit.
That was where they went to the zoo, right? They ended up going to the zoo in one scene.
Yeah.
The gorilla.
Yeah. Word.
He said, I got to go back and get the phone for my girlfriend or the girl that I want to date or whatever. And they're like, what are you, crazy? You're going to go back in there? And he went back in there.
Yeah, and it just started just fucking him. Yeah, that shit's mad funny. Oh, yo, so I went to Nelly's Treats, right? That's my homie. She made Max's birthday cupcakes. And she made me some infused Rice Krispie treats, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Killed those. Gave a couple to the homies. So I was telling her, like, yo, we should start like we might try to do like an infused salad dressing. Cause I bought this it's like a $400 pot, bro, where you just put your weed in it and you can make butter and oil. So you can really make anything. So I was like, yo, to like on the low, sell salad dressing, infused salad dressing, or just butter or jam, right?
Right.
Uh,
That's dope.
hell
That's
yeah.
dope. I mean, I'm sure that you'd be able to sell it for a good amount too. I mean, I'm not good with.
Yeah, so I saw like a salad dressing one serving for $5.
Gotta have me make that shit.
Yo, son, I'm trying to make this rush. Son, it's good. So I gotta get the oil. It's just I gotta put the. I'm thinking about growing like mad weed too, son. So, but I'm about to just go get like a pea, and then mess around with it. Do some We could do some edibles or whatever. Oh, well, you can't. Or I could. You could help me cook it. I don't know. We could talk about it.
I've got a uh my friend is letting me use her shirt press.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
But bro, the way the shirt game is now, bro, we could do it. But it's like, yo, shirt, you could damn near rock it for free. We could do it though. What's name? Fifth place definitely got mad t-shirts for me. If he thought I forgot, definitely throw some drink. You ever been to his lab?
Nah.
It's fly.
Matter of fact, I gotta reach out to him because I want to get some custom bowling shirts made, like
Oh,
t-shirts and
definitely. If he don't do it, I gotta do it. If he don't,
yeah.
but
I
he'll
want to
do it.
get.
Yo, he got his shit is ill though. He got like it's like a 2-floor clubhouse.
Oh, word.
Yeah, and they got like on the bottom, it's like his podcast floor, and on the top, he got like it's all like shirt shit.
Yeah, I gotta I want to start doing it, and I mean everybody's gotta have a side hustle. I know.
Yeah,
Um,
I saw
I
the
know.
best side hustle this weekend, bro. Oh
Yeah,
man, oh bro, you want to hear it?
yeah.
Yo, it was like you buy one of those handheld pressure washers,
Mm-hmm.
and you just tell people like, yo, you just hit their garbage can like once a month, twice a month for the dub, and you clean out their garbage can for the dub, and you get like, dude, he got it to where he's like at $900 a week with it.
Oh, word.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'd like. I wanna get into the. I want to have something. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
like I
Chris
said
Billabo got
before,
a
I want
good.
to do,
He
I
got a
want to
good
do the bowling.
podcast.
I want to do the bowling ball thing, but I also want to, like, once my friend said, "Oh, I got this shirt press that's just sitting around." I said, "Yo, let me hold that, and then I
Right.
could make use of it,
Uh,
and then if I do a good job, then I could go and get other like white shirts and like polo shirts and stuff like that, and just create my own." Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
no,
What else,
so
bro?
nothing, man, nothing
Did
tonight.
you have
Tonight,
anything? Tonight's pretty mellow, right?
yeah, it's real mellow tonight, um, me and Brooke were probably we ran across Critters. Remember that movie Critters?
Yeah.
We're gonna watch that after the show.
I got a question. Though. Ladies might like this. Is this honesty always disloyalty?
Dishonesty?
Yes. Is dishonesty always disloyalty?
Ooh,
Mm.
that's a good question, ladies. That's a good question. What do you think, Myles?
I mean, my
Or
question. You want me to go?
you want me to go? I can go if you want me to.
Yeah, go.
I think that it depends on what it is, and if you're not telling the whole truth out of fear of, not even fear, but to protect, then I think it's okay. You know what I mean? Um, but not flat out lie. You know what I mean? Like, so if you keep something from somebody, if she didn't need to know certain information because you knew that it would be either a conversation or it could be misinterpreted or whatever the case is, then there's sometimes where you want to withhold some of that truth. You get what I mean?
Mm,
Do
so
I
you
have to give you an
saying
example?
yes of withholding? Like, so if withholding the truth is basically saying no, you don't agree with it.
Don't agree with what?
You don't agree with it being you agree you don't agree with it being as bad, or you don't agree with it ever being the same.
Withholding some of the truth and lying are two separate things.
Bro, if you withhold it on purpose, that's kind of like some manipulative shit.
So, all right, look at it like this, right? I got to come up with a decent example.
I
So,
should have let off with this. My bad.
no, you're fine. So, if you're with your wife and you know that there's a certain product that she wants to get from a store, she was
Okay.
dead set on getting it that day. So she asks you, "Are you going to go to the store to get it today?" Oh yeah, yeah. You know, you
Mhm.
forget. You forget to go, and when you end up trying to look for it later, it's not there. So then if you have to kind of stretch the truth a little bit about it, then
You
I
fucked up.
think okay,
Oh, you don't think you fucked up?
no, no,
Oh.
no,
So,
no.
hold on. So you saying if I knew she needed something for 2 weeks, right? And
Hmm.
I wait till the day I go to the store, I see it, I'm like, oh no, I should be here next week. I should be here next week. And then I get home and they sold out, and I don't tell her like, yo, I fucked around, wait till the last minute. That's why this is done. No.
I mean, if you don't mention it and she doesn't mention it, then you know what I'm saying. Then you're better off just, hey, I'm not gonna mention it. I'm not gonna say anything about it. You know.
Well,
But if she
that's
flat
cap.
out
That shit
says,
don't happen, bro.
but if she flat out says, if she no listen, if she says, hey, did you go to the store and look at this, and then that's where it's like, yeah, you know, I went to the store and I messed up, and you know. But if she don't say anything about it and you withhold it,
What, son?
yeah,
No, bro. That's all a trap, son. Are you
listen,
serious? Yo, bro, that's all
yeah,
a trap. Yo,
yeah,
if your wife if your wife ever tells you she wants anything or needs anything, she remembers that shit. So especially if you know and she knows there's an opportunity you could have had before, you might as well just go home and admit that whole shit, kiss her, eat the pussy that night, do whatever you gotta do. But like if you fucking just hopefully she's not gonna say nothing, you're bugging the fuck out. So she's
yeah.
definitely yo,
I would
even if she
I
doesn't say
would
nothing, she's holding that shit.
I wouldn't say anything about it. I would keep looking. I would keep actively looking for it, but I am not saying now if she says something to me about it. So like if Brooke were to say, "Oh, did you go to the store and check this out and see if it was there?" Then I would break her the bad news. And I would take full responsibility for it. However, if she don't mention it, I'm not mentioning that shit.
But you don't think like
Mm-mm.
yo, she look at you like a bitch ass motherfucker for that shit?
She might.
Like
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot there's some bitch niggas in here.
she don't look at it like that?
Listen,
You don't think so?
she might be upset or she might think about it, but
Oh
if
shit.
she doesn't say anything to me about it, then I'm gonna go the next day to look for whatever it was that I was gonna get, or you know. But I'm not gonna mention it. I'm not gonna tell
Oh.
them.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're still gonna try to pursue the thing. You're not just gonna be
Yeah,
like, oh, she ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying fuck it forever.
yeah, no, no, no,
Oh,
no,
okay,
no.
okay, okay,
I'm
okay. I
gonna
see
look
that.
for it. I'm still gonna actively look for it, but I'm not gonna tell on myself.
Oh,
Because if I tell on myself and be like, oh, like look at it like this, right? If I knew that the day that I was supposed to get it, I just forgot, right? And
uh-huh.
then that night I'm on my way home and I'm like, shit. I go to Walmart, it's not there. Now I'm not gonna rush home to say I was supposed to get this thing and I completely forgot.
Yo, so let me ask you something. Do you believe that l- lying and fear are directly correlated?
Lying and fear?
The only reason you lie is because you're scared.
Um, no,
Word?
that's not the only reason that you lie. I
Why you
think that
else you
you
lie?
I think that you lie because you don't feel like all right, do you fear an argument with your wife?
Yes, sometimes.
All right. So sometimes. So then that means that there's other times that you don't fear it. If you're saying sometimes, that means that sometimes you fear it, sometimes you don't.
No, that's like saying. So you basically saying like, do you fear your wife?
No, do you fear arguments with your wife? Do you fear confrontation?
Sometimes,
Right. So then sometimes you do, sometimes you don't.
but that don't make me lie.
Right, but the thing is, and I'm not saying that it does. What I'm
Yeah,
saying is there are some times where you don't feel like dealing with the BS.
right,
You don't feel like dealing with the argument. So I wouldn't say that lying is directly from fear.
right.
Sometimes it's just shit. I don't want to hear your mouth. I don't want to hear you say certain things. I just don't feel like, you know, and sometimes that's what it is. And I'm sure that if there's something that I'm gonna argue with Brooke about, and she knows that I'll argue with her, and it may be an argument that she's not gonna win,
Yeah,
then it may not be something that she's gonna bring up. She may have to, Brooke's not the lying type.
uh-huh.
But she I would say there are definitely some things that she would avoid. She would probably avoid a conversation about certain things, um, because I might get a little riled up.
Yo,
You know, she might. I'm not saying she full on. It's really just for the example.
you know what else
You know
you're
what I
not
mean?
saying? You're
What?
not answering the question.
How am I not answering the question? You said
Is
is it
lying?
indirect?
No, is it
No,
the same thing?
it's
Is
not.
it? I mean, is it directly correlated? No.
No, I said no.
Uh,
I said it wasn't
uh,
directly correlated, and I said no at first, and then I answered why. I was like, I don't think so.
I think that shit is definitely because it's like, yo, if you fear an argument, you fear whatever. That's why you gonna lie to stop it from happening. No.
But some people will lie because they just don't want to deal with the argument. They
Right.
don't want to deal with it. It's not a fear.
Oh, it's
It's
not
not
fair. That's what you're saying.
it's not
Yeah.
a fear. It's not like I'm
Well, that's when you
scared of
need
it.
to do. That's when you need the goddamn leave. That's you right though. Yeah. It's just like they just need the peace of mind. Like they don't got.
Yeah.
They just don't want to deal with it. The headspace. Yeah.
Like, because sometimes it's like if you know that you got a long drive ahead of you, and you
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
that if you say this one thing that's the truth, then that's gonna be a
Yeah.
long drive home.
Uh-huh. Yeah. No.
Then you're
Definitely.
gonna you're gonna try to avoid that. You may have to, say a
Uh-huh.
couple of things around it.
Yeah. Nah. I definitely get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Definitely. Word. That's a good shit though. Word. Word, guys. And
Yeah.
thank you for listening to the show. This is Myles, and this is
Let's go,
And
Big Mo.
there we go. There we go.
Little Mo with the gimpy leg.
Oh
Huh?
no. All right, guys.
Hold
Have a
on.
good
So
night.
hold on, real quick. Hold on. Because I know Miss Mimi, I know she had some fire for us for that joint, but it was saying withholding information isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes they just don't need to know at all. Some people overreact in the smallest things, and you just don't want to deal with it. Yeah, no,
Ah,
I agree with that now,
ah,
but I'm talking
ah.
about lying. Hold on, my best friends once lied to me for a while, 12-hour trip because my grandmother passed away. Oh, that's different. Yeah, my parents were in another state. She went away from time to time. Yeah, that's different. I'm talking about, yeah. Well, you guys won. You got it. All right. You guys won. All right. Love. Peace,
Yeah.
bro.
Later.
Hold on. I gotta see how to finish this.